think Penguin got 9th at that one as well. So like, this is already doing better than the previous online showing. And on top of that, just been kind of relatively inactive lately. I know a lot of other things aside from Rivals of Aether, right? Have been keeping Penguin busy. As much as we love this game, it's not a full-time thing for any of us unless you're Steven or part of the dev team, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly. Or maybe if you're Cake, you know, you start winning everything. You start winning all the tournaments, and yeah, you know.
Yeah, you could be Cake. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be Cake. People want to be Cake, you know, best player in the world.
It's just so simple. We got to keep going along because we got a lot more Rivals gameplay to get to. So we got, oh my god, I just realized what the character matchup is, right? But we have Games and Flames versus CheesyPotato, which means
Ori Crag.
Yeah. This is a matchup that seems really painful for Crag, especially my experience watching Kusi play against all the Crag players. I haven't seen what Games and Flames has got, but I mean the fact to make it here to the losers qualifiers is really big. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Games and Flames has got. Let's go ahead and start. We're on Jules Vale for game 1.
Yeah, Jules Vale, Julie playing the classic Crag. Not really. I feel like at least in recent times, like the confidence in the Crag has kind of resurfaced a little bit. So. I mean, we're seeing it right now. Oh my god, quick 0 to death off of just a forward air edge guard. Doesn't even really need to do anything fancy with it. Just giving it nice and clean, straight, simple. Like,
and that's actually what I had to just look up to confirm right now. Games and Flames to get here had to actually beat Durai. So in a strange way, that's kind of luck because I know Cheesy and Durai had to eliminate each other at a lot of events lately. So the fact that finally didn't happen is half a relief, but I'm sure that. Let's go, Bash!
Yeah, and suddenly that first stock looking like it didn't really matter because, well, I mean, you're already at like 30%. Like, that's the only difference. And Ori is a neutral monster. Not going to kill just yet. Next parry strong is going to do it, though, I think. Ori's a very fragile creature.
Because, I mean, you mentioned it's only 30%, but it's that fragility that still makes me kind of hesitate, because it feels like a third or half of Ori's life goes away the rare times where Crag wins neutral, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can get a lot of percent on Ori, and the second you do it, it's over. Like, they have to play a lot more careful. They might play a little more intimidated, because they just don't want to get parried. They don't want to get smacked out of their combos. They want to keep the neutral advantage going as much as they can. Oh my, the back jab.
Pressure!
Yeah, Game's playing a lot more confidently now.
Oh, she's trying to come over the ledge of the Bash, too! Oh, Rock Shard's gonna keep Games and Flame alive a little bit longer, but 116, yeah, just down strong's gonna do it.
Yeah, just catch the landing there, super easy. Might have been a little too intimidated by the forward airs on like for most of the edge guards, because for most of that first game, Cheesy was just kind of doing like the straightforward, like, I'm just gonna kick you, gonna kick you again, I'm gonna kick you again, boom, that's your stock at 70. And that happened for like the first like 2 stocks. So when it started happening for the third one, Game's probably thinking, okay, I gotta get to the ground quick, just avoid those forwarders, and then boom, down strong, just ready to react to it, like really clean.
Yeah. I love watching that almost preemptive adjustment that you see from top level players, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we got ourselves then game 2. The counter pick from Games and Flames is Ethereal Gates. I wonder if that is partly to speak to what you're talking about, Akashi, in terms of just being able to survive the edge guard situation just a little bit longer to sneak back in for Games and Flames, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, there is also just more stage in general for Ori to run around on. It's a little bit trickier for Crag to keep a lot of those strong edge guards going, because the top pots are a little bit trickier to cover. You got a sort of a blazing hideout situation going on.
Half the time, yeah. Ooh, I was kind of scared there.
Oh no! Tries to go. Yeah, he tried to fall to the platform. No dice. Down B is active for way too long. You are just gonna get grabbed for that one. Alright, builds the wall. I'm assuming that was probably a plat drop forwarder, maybe plat drop nair. So it's not often that we see like forward smash on ledge unless they're like really trying to fast input something. And oh dear, we're seeing some execution errors from Games 2 now, and that's gonna make things even more difficult.
Yeah, Game's looking a little bit flustered too. We're seeing a couple of parries now, close combat.
Is that gonna...
is opting for a pretty conservative play there, just looking to keep control of the ledge, but doesn't manage to cover it completely. Cheesy sneaks back on and takes her second stock.
Yeah, and I mean, this unwinnable matchup is certainly starting to look a lot more winnable from at least from Cheesy's perspective.
Now, it's like theoretical unwinnable, right? I feel like that's always
theoretically, yeah. It's a big asterisk. It should be like that. Yeah, this is quote unquote unwinnable. Like if you're playing hot, definitely winnable. 3-stock game 2, Cheesy going up 2-0 right now.
That looked really commanding. Yeah. I mean, what we know about like Ori being able to keep Crag just completely at bay, especially on the ledge, just hasn't been coming together against Cheesy, and it kind of makes sense too because for a bit earlier this year, right, Cheesy had to keep running into Kusi in top 8, and it makes sense that would then be a situation that like Cheesy is especially mindful of, and like it's gonna put in a lot of effort in order to sneak back in as best she can when she's put out there. So still the 3-stock.
Yeah,
this is really. Sorry, go on.
No, it's just really telling that, like, we're seeing a shift where, like, Cheesy's feeling more confident in her approaches, a lot more confident in the way that she's dealing with neutral, and the punishes and edge guards have just been really strong, and Games just has had zero answer for it right now. But Force Floor is his counterpick. This is like the counterpick he goes to. Like if he wants to get that confidence and the momentum rolling, he will go to the stage. He's counterpicked me here a bunch of times, and I think this is like when the chips are down, this is where he likes to go.
I actually kind of really love that, if given that explanation as a response to how the previous game went, right? Like just, you want to feel in your element as soon as possible after a game like that.
Yeah. Alright, just taking the time to go for a reset on the recovery, but still, these edge guards have just been so strong from Cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, this time Games sneaks back in, covers the neutral tech. I like that, right. Waits for the roll, waits for the parry too.
Yeah, and this is what we're usually like used to seeing, is this sort of like, I'm waiting for your option, I'm playing on the offbeat, I'm waiting for you to make the option select for me. Like, if you roll, I'm ready to punish that. If you parry, I'm ready to punish that, because I'm always in a position to do that. And that's kind of what we wanted to see in the first place when it came to, like, Games. Because, like, his option select is really good. Forward strong taking the first stock. Games with a bit of a fragile lead, but still going for it. And
fragile is the word.
Yeah, that's why I said fragile, because you can run from it, you can try and dodge it, but down strong comes for everybody. And here we are once again back in the edge guard zone. 68 on the top.
Galaxy too on top of that. Oh, that is a complete theft of momentum.
Yeah, exactly. And that was off of like one edge guard. And again, just keeping it nice and simple, throwing the rock to cover the upward area and just forward airing. Knowing Games is going high, just using the platform to get that extra bit of height and going for those double jump forward airs. And then once Games was super, super high up, just challenging with an up air. And right now, this edge guard 82%. Are we gonna see it again?
I mean, we're in that up air percent. Forward air is gonna send pretty scary out here too. Yep.
Yo, just a quick backhand said, "Get out of here." Pop. That's gonna be Cheesy with a 3-0, moving into top 8. Again, like another player that we usually expect to see in, top 8. Cheesy. Like, hasn't missed the top 8, to my knowledge, outside of Heatwave. And, again, that says a lot, because Cheesy has been to a lot of events. Like, there was Double Down, there was, I believe, Riptide as well, there's Big House. There are a lot of premier events that Cheesy's attended. She has made, at the very least, top 8, if not higher than that.
Yeah, I know there have definitely been a couple of top 4 finishes in there as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, she's just been consistently rising up in stock.